Hi, my name is Juan Garcia, and the section I did was the theory of continental drift.
Oh boy, I sure do love looking at the continents on the world map, but I wonder how they got there. If only there was an explanation as to why they're shaped that way.
Does this ever happen to you? Well, don't worry. I have just the thing you need. I present to you the theory of continental drift made by Alfred Wegener. According to the theory, the continents were once joined together as one supercontinent known as Pangaea. Wegener looked at the continents and thought that they seemingly fit together like the pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. He believed that Pangaea slowly split apart over time and the continents drifted over the earth like icebergs or something. Furthermore, Wegener found similarities in geological structures in particular areas where he believed continents were once joined together. Wegener also analyzed fossil records in places thought to have once been geologically united many million years ago, and found many similarities in those as well.
Wow, that sounds amazing. It makes so much sense. I love the theory of continental drift.
I'm sure you do, dear customer. And if you call now, we'll give you this jigsaw puzzle model and a pair of geological structure markers to join you on your continental drifting fun. This theory is all you need. Call now and receive enlightenment today. I'm Juan Garcia, and I approve this message.
Hi, I'm Isabella Torriente. You can't see me due to a little malfunction, but I'm going to be covering a continuation of Wegener's theory and tectonic plates.
Your role, Mr. Telemarketer. At first, Wegener's notion was not favorably embraced. His colleagues didn't even share his conviction that continental drift had ever taken place despite the facts he provided. This was partially due to Wegener's failure to offer a coherent explanation for how the continents moved. Wegener first claimed that continents might pierce the marine crust in a manner similar to how an iceberg moves through water. Other scientists challenged the facts Wegener was relying on to support his idea by pointing out that this would alter the geometry of the continents. Instead, to explain the patterns of fossils, scientists at the time insisted on the concept of immobile continents with extinct land bridges for animals and plants to cross. For the following 50 years, scientists were divided into two groups: drifters, who favored Wegener's idea, and fixists, who disagreed with it. In the areas of geology, morphology, and ocean ecology, scientists have made numerous new discoveries that have found compelling evidence by using modern technology. By the 1960s, Wegener's hypothesis of continental drift underwent a revision as a result of this new evidence. And a component missing from Wegener's initial hypothesis, the notion of plate tectonics, added a mechanism for how the continents were able to migrate over the surface of the Earth. According to the theory of plate tectonics, the Earth's crust is divided into tectonic plates. Since each of these plates floats separately over the deeply viscous mantle beneath, continents can shift gradually over time. Researchers combine Wegener's earlier arguments, such as the distribution of fossils, with the geological similarity of rock formations and the jigsaw-like fit of the continents, with recently discovered lines of evidence such as seafloor spreading and paleomagnetic stripes on the ocean floor to support the revised theory.
Hi, my name is Emily Ferro, and I will be covering seafloor spreading.
And here we have the seafloor in its natural habitat, the sea. It is currently spreading, as you can see. Just watch closely. Wow, so interesting. You bored out of your mind, viewer, who just so unfortunately happened to stumble upon the National Geographic channel on your telly, might be wondering, how could the seafloor spread? Hot rock juice, also known as magma, to those, technically speaking, blokes out there, comes up from under the Earth's crust. And it all became known by a little thing called sonar in the 1940s, where evidence of plate boundaries became more known to the public eye. Because of these bizarre features of our planet, it proves that the old bloke Wegener's theory. Some lady named Marie Tharp and some bloke named Bruce Heathen worked together for 2 decades to create a map where something called the mid-ocean ridge. The map these two folks made in the mid-ocean ridge revolutionized other nerds, scientists, on how they saw the theory of tectonic plates and how they viewed seafloor spreading. Some nerds are not accepting any more proof, even though there's already more proof than those dimwits even need.
Hi, I'm Anthony Chirino, and I will be doing magnetic polarity reversal for this project.
Hey kids, it's your old friend Sandy, and today I'm joined by a very special guest who's returning after 3 months, Coral!
Let's just get this started.
I couldn't agree more. Today we're talking about magnetic polarity reversal! This is your line.
What's that?
Well, you know how the ocean spreads?
Yeah, something else was spreading recently too.
Well, in the 1940s, a bunch of robots assigned to detect sonar found out that the floor was made out of magnetic stripes, and that these stripes were emerging from a deep ocean trench known as a ridge.
I once threw something in those trenches.
That's good for you, but that's not the best part. You see, we knew the ocean floor was magnetic all along. It was the pattern of opposite stripes that was super crazy to us.
The floor is not magnetic. I'm floating.
Well, are you made of metal, silly? This pattern of reverse and normal polarity eventually became a natural phenomenon known as reverse polarity.
Stripes come out of ridges because magma is hardening in the water outside and replacing old rock with new rock. Just like how Pearl replaced our ring with a different rock.
Did someone buy her a ring?
No.
Oh.
Anyway, these rocks, usually basaltic, are igneous, meaning they are cooled magma, and these usually have iron in the form of magmatite. These minerals align with the Earth's magnetic field once it reaches the surface, unlike my wife when she refused to align with the terms of our committed marriage. These stripes alternate because the Earth's magnetic field flipped every 250,000 years, just like how Pearl and her love for me.
Uh-oh, looks like Coral's under the weather. What's wrong, Coral?
I just learned that my whole marriage is a lie. What do you think? I'm sorry. I need a moment.
Whoa! Good thing he doesn't know I was his son's teacher. I'm sorry. You were what? Okay, I got it. What was I saying? Oh, right.
This process occurs at divergent boundaries, where ridges usually are. These stripes are the best evidence for plate tectonics, as it shows old land getting replaced by new land, just like a... No, I said I wouldn't get mad. He's dead anyway.
What? Do you think he was messing around with my wife? She's dead too.
Right. That's all I have time for today. Thanks, kids.